Welcome back, YouTubers. This is Sam's Automotive, bringing you another episode of How You Fix Your Car, DIY. All right, today we got a 2006 Ford F-150 with the actually it's a 5.4, okay, 8 digits. As you can see, that's an F-150 5.4, okay, 2006. All right, so this car brought it by a customer here, complaining that the brake pedal became very hard. He could not brake. I mean, it was possible to brake, but pedal was really super hard. So he brought it over. So he kind of made it here. So he brought it in. I checked the booster. I guess I'm gonna show you real quick what I'm talking about here. So I checked the tester. I mean the vacuum on this guy here. It's supposed to be this long line, and it's the whole line. Okay, that's the whole line right there, and that has this little tip right here, goes on the check valve and the booster. Okay, so this booster is working 100%. Problem is that it's very rusted, so I already have the new one here, so I'm gonna change it. All right, so I looked everywhere online trying to figure out what happened here, okay, where this little piece goes. Okay, so I couldn't find nothing. There is actually one video up there where it shows where that goes. But for me to show you guys, it's kind of impossible unless I pull this intake, which is already like half away, but I'm not planning to get it out because there's connections on the back. There is a valve somewhere way down there. I'll have to disconnect that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of this rubber hose. I'm going to cut it right here, okay? And then this is going to go in here, and it's going to go on the other end. The other end, where this guy goes behind here towards the firewall, it's impossible, like I say, to see it. And then runs from here, and it runs to this valve right here. Okay, I think that would be the, what do you call it, the fuel regulator, I think that would be, or just a pressure tester, I guess, to check the I think it's the fuel regulator, because that's what regulates or tells how much pressure the fuel rail has on the injectors. All right, so so guys, to do this job, there is no way in hell you're just gonna pull this out of nowhere and be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put my hand through there, unless you got a baby hands. This part right here goes way behind this intake. I try to pull it out. It's loose already. I think it's not a big deal pulling this intake. It's just the connectors on the back and pain in the butt. I think there are 8. I believe there are 8 bolts. There's all the bolts right there. I think there are 8 bolts. Another thing you're gonna have to get, since you're pulling out to reach that other spot that is going to be there, all right, you don't have to get the whole, you have to get this new gasket. Everything that you need for this intake to pull out, it's going to be in here. So it's going to be I'll show you real quick. It's going to be this gasket here. It's going to have 2 of those. It's going to be for the right, that's for the left, that's for the right. It's going to have, you're going to have to pull this piece too, which that's where the what do you call it, the coolant, the coolant passage, I guess I would call. But I'm just trying to get the name of that thing. The thermostat goes right in here. You don't have to pull that out. What I did is I pulled this one out, and the one in the bottom with this one here, and that comes out. All right. So, I mean, my suggestion is don't pull the intake. If you're going to have to, if you really want to, go ahead and pull it. But I tell you, that's a very pain in the butt to get to it. So, again, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out my hand through here which I already did. I already put the hose. Like I say, it's really impossible for me to show you what it is, but I'm gonna show you real quick a picture of an intake, like a one aftermarket that you can get it online for like 200 bucks. I'm not changing that again. This is not the issue with the intake. The issue here is that I have no vacuum on that line, and the reason is because the other piece is broke off. I have no clue what happened to it. So I got my I have my tester here, which I look everywhere on the old data. I have old data here, but it doesn't show you. As you can see, it only shows this part right here that goes over here. Then nothing else it shows right here. So that's the line that we have to find where it goes. All right, so I'm gonna show you real quick where it goes. All right, so what I got here is a picture of the intake. Now, this is what you guys gonna find in this intake. That's where your throttle body goes. All right, so in the back here, there's that valve that I was telling you about. That valve is really a pain in the butt to get it out. So what that connector on the booster, it's that little tip. You see that little tip right there? That's the little tip you can't reach out all the way putting your hand like this. If you put your hand like this, you can't reach that. So that's supposed to be in here, a little rubberized piece like that goes on here, and that connects with the other piece on the other end for the power booster, which is this piece right here. All right, so in other words, what I'm trying to explain you guys is, if you will cut a piece like this, okay, you will connect this one here. It's a fuel injection. I'm gonna give you a, let me see what size is this one. This one is a 9.538. That's 9006 is the part number. It's a 3/8 9.5 millimeters. Okay, so you want to do here, it's put this guy in here, okay, and cut about that much right there. Okay, so this is gonna go in here like this. All right, and the other end, which is this end, you're gonna end up with one end, and then the other end is gonna go right there to that little piece right there. So that's gonna be in your right hand, and that's what's really hard to reach out. All right, so that's where your you know, your vacuum is gonna go. It's gonna go like right there, up, and then it's gonna, the other piece is gonna go to the booster. Hopefully I get vacuum in that, and if I don't, that's what I'm gonna end up doing it. If that is broken for somehow, maybe something happened there. I see the tip is there. I reach it. I put the hose on it. But sometimes those tips, they break right in the beginning here, right here. So if that doesn't work, that means I'm gonna have to pull this intake again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab one of those little nipples that you use to like tap them, which is that should be look something like this. Let me see if I can get a picture of this. Yeah, there you go. So that's little nipples right there. See the little nipples? So I would just you know, close that out. All right, and then somehow I'm gonna use that part right there, get the vacuum from that piece right there, run it back here, and make like some kind of white in here so I can get vacuum from there. And I guess that should resolve the problem. Or the other reason, or the other thing would be change the intake manifold. You know, and just that would be the case. So I can go the cheapest way, which is taking care of that issue there. But again, if that piece is broke off right from the beginning of the tip, the only thing it leaves here is just to changing the what do you call it, the intake manifold, the whole thing. All right, guys. Well, I hope this video was helpful to you. If you have any question, please let me know. This is Hams Automotive. God bless you.